Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Pastor Moses. I'm going to do a Valentine's Day special. Hey. First I will tell you, ladies, how a man shows he loves you without saying a word, according to the zodiac signs. Then I will ask the tarot 2 questions for each zodiac sign. The questions are, if you are not in a relationship, then this can apply to you. If you are in a relationship, then this can apply to you. So let's get busy. We have to give Mind Journal credit for this material. Aries, how he shows he loves you without saying a word is when he becomes very protective. Aries, if you're not in a relationship, then this can apply to you. We have the Ace of Swords, the Strength, and the 3 of Cups. So what this tells me is that you've always been a determined person, and that made you extremely strong and independent. So you are very happy with your situation. Being by yourself does not bother you because you know happiness is within. So let's ask the next question, which is, if you are in a relationship, then this can apply to you. You have the Knight of Cups, the 7 of Pentacles, and the 3 of Wands. So what this tells me is that in the past you was extremely generous and you gave so much. But then you realized that you were the only one giving and he was just taking. So now you've turned over a new leaf. And now you're going to give a little, but you want to get a little. So you want it to be an equal exchange. So our next sign is Taurus. Taurus, how he shows he loves you without saying a word. He becomes very open-minded and he's willing to listen without making any judgment. So Taurus, if you're not in a relationship, then this can apply to you. We have the Fool. We have the Page of Pentacles. And we have the Ace of Cups. So what this tells me is that in the past, you made some very bad choices. And you contemplating about the choices you made in the past, and you do not want to repeat the same mistakes. You do want to be in love again, but you're going to be extremely selective this time around. So our next question is, Taurus, if you are in a relationship, then this applies to you. The 6 of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, and the World. So what this tells me is that in the past, you were going through some hard times financially, but things are getting better. It's going to get so much better that I see you getting a lot of money. And then you're going to be able to buy the things and do the things you want. So let's see what our next sign is. Gemini. Gemini. How he shows you he loves you without saying a word. He opens up and he lets you into his life. And this is when you know that he loves you. You become part of his everyday routine. Gemini, if you're not in a relationship, then this can apply to you. Eight of Wands, Page of Wands, and the Moon. So what this tells me is that out of nowhere, not even expecting it, there was some information that was provided to you. Where through phone call, through email, through text, wherever way it came to you, you found out that the person you was with was deceiving you. And so now you do not trust that person anymore. Gemini, the next question is, if you're in a relationship, then this can apply to you. You have a Five of Swords, the Six of Pentacles, and the Ten of Cups. So what this tells me is that in the past there was a lot of hurt and pain, but you continue to stay in a relationship and give so much. So you really want to stay in this relationship because you invested so much, because you want to stay in a marriage or you wanted to lead to marriage. So let's see what our next sign is. Cancer. Cancer. How he shows he loves you without saying a word. He is openly discussing his needs, his desires, and his wants with you. Cancer. If you're not in a relationship, then this can apply to you. Five of Cups, Four of Wands, and the Hangman. So what this tells me is that you lost a lot, and there's some regrets from a past relationship, and you actually missed that person. But it shows me that you're looking optimistic now, thinking about moving on, buying a house, getting into another relationship, maybe even long-term leading to marriage. And you're waiting for that opportunity to come. So the next question is, if you are in a relationship, then this can apply to you. Cancer. You have the Two of Pentacles, the Empress, and the Two of Cups. So what this tells me is that in the past, you wasn't sure what you wanted. You didn't know what you wanted to do. But now you are more mature now, and now you know what you want, and you know you have a solid relationship, and you want to hold on to this relationship. So let's see what the next sign is. That is Leo. Leo, how he shows he loves you without saying a word. He becomes interested in your life. Leo, if you're not in a relationship, then this can apply to you. We have the Four of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords, and the Page of Cups. So what this tells me is that you're going to hold on to what you got. You like things the way it is. You are not willing to make any sacrifice because emotionally you do not want to get hurt. So the next question is, if you are in a relationship, then this applies to you, Leo. You have the Sun, Page of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles. So what this tells me is that you're happy and things are going very well. You think about each other all the time and you're always doing for each other. So let's see what our next sign is. Virgo. Virgo, how he shows he loves you without saying a word. He ignores your imperfection. You are perfect to him. Virgo, if you're not in a relationship, then this can apply to you. Queen of Cups, the Nine of Wands, and the Four of Swords. So what this tells me is that you are an emotional and sensitive woman, and so in the past you've gotten hurt, so your guards are up, and so now you decide that you just want to just take things easy and just not even go out there searching or being open to new love. So let's see, our next question is, if you are in a relationship, then this applies to you, Virgo. We have the Queen of Cups, World, and the Queen of Wands. So what this tells me is that in a relationship, you're very sensitive and emotional, but at the same time, you're family oriented and you're very sexual. And also, you're a woman that likes nice things. You're a woman of the world. So let's see what our next sign is. That is Libra. Libra, how he shows he loves you without saying a word. He is ready to defend you at all costs. Libra, if you're not in a relationship, then this applies to you. You have the Ace of Swords, Seven of Pentacles. So what this tells me is that you're determined. You're determined to get yourself together. You want to get your finances together. You want to grow emotionally and spiritually, and you want to be centered and balanced. so you can have a long-lasting, happy marriage. Next question is, if you are in a relationship, then this can apply to you, Libra. We have the Two of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups, and the Emperor. What this tells me is that in the past, the relationship has been a little bit uneasy and off balance. They were not able to compromise and see eye to eye. But I feel like this is a solid relationship. They want to be together. They either live together or they're married, and they want to continue to be that way. And it feels like the male energy in the relationship is determined to keep this relationship. So I feel like he's going to make the right choices and do the right thing and be the man of the house. So let's see what our next sign is. And that is Scorpio. Scorpio, how he shows he loves you without saying a word. He shares his deepest and darkest secrets with you. Scorpio, if you are not in a relationship, then this can apply to you. You have the Nine of Cups, the Fool, and the Chariot. So what this shows me is that you've been blessed in the past and you have been taking things for granted and not showing full appreciation. And because of that, it feels like you're going to have some karmic repayment that you have to pay back. That's not going to always be what you really want. So let's see the next question, which is, if you are in a relationship, then this can apply to you, Scorpio. This is the Knight of Wands, the Seven of Swords, and the Emperor. I feel like a move or transition that's going to take place, and you're possibly going to live together. But I feel a cheating is going to occur from the male energy, which is going to cause some pain and hurt. And he feels like he might even be a little older. So let's see what our next sign is, which is Sagittarius. Sagittarius, how he shows he loves you without saying a word. He plants his roots wherever you are. Sagittarius, if you are not in a relationship, then this can apply to you. You have the Three of Cups, the Lovers, and the Page of Swords. So what this tells me is that I see you being very happy because you're going to meet someone, and there's some strong passion and a lot of sexual energy. And he might be a little younger than you, or he might just be a little more immature. So our next question is, if you are in a relationship, then this can apply to you. You have the Queen of Pentacles, the Two of Swords, and Lovers. So what this tells me is that you're an independent woman, you make your own money, and you're your own boss. But you don't know what to do about this relationship. You are indecisive and you're not sure if you want to move forward or not. There's a lot of passion, there's a lot of sexual energy, and you have a lot of feelings for this person, but you're not sure what you want to do in this relationship. So let's see what our next sign is, which is Capricorn. Capricorn, he shows how he loves you without saying a word when he sacrificed his time and energy for you. So Capricorn, if you're not in a relationship, then this can apply to you. You have the Two of Cups, the Page of Swords, and the Knight of Pentacles. So what it feels like, you had a good relationship with someone in the past. It was fairly decent. So it feels like you're going to hear some news some kind of way, and they might be reaching out, or you might reach out to them. From that, I feel like you're going to start a dialogue, and there's a possibility that things can rekindle. So let's see what our next question is, which is Capricorn. If you're in a relationship, then this can apply to you. We have the Four of Cups, the Fool, and the King of Swords. What this tells me is that you've been unhappy in this relationship for a while, maybe even bored. And you've been thinking about things you need to do to spark this relationship up, because all he wants to do is work and he's not paying enough attention to you. So let's see what our next sign is. Aquarius. What he does to show you he loves you without saying a word. He spends so much of his time with you and only you. Aquarius, if you're not in a relationship, then this can apply to you. We have the Wheel of Fortune, the Death, and the Queen of Cups. So I feel like things were going well in the past, but I feel like an ending to a relationship due to a lot of emotions from a female energy. So let's see if you're in a relationship, Aquarius, then this can apply to you. Seven of Swords, a Seven of Wands, and the Sun. But I feel like in the past you was cheated on. And because of that, your guards are up and you don't trust very well. But I feel like you're going to get comfortable and start becoming more happier and trusting more. So let's see what our last sign is, which is Pisces. Pisces, he shows he loves you without saying a word, when he will grow up for you and only you. Pisces, if you're not in a relationship, then this can apply to you. You got the Sun, the Seven of Wands, and the Seven of Swords. So what this tells me is that you're pretty happy with maintaining your status quo. And the reason for that is because your guards are up, because you've been cheated on, and you do not want to let anybody in to have that opportunity to cheat on you again. So let's see, the next question would be, if you're in a relationship, then this applies to you. You have the Sun. You have the Seven of Wands. And you have the Two of Cups. So what this tells me is that you're pretty happy in this relationship because your guards are up. You're not going to let him in but so much. And this is because you need to protect your heart, because you're extremely sensitive and emotional. So happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Thanks for watching. Please like and share to our YouTube channel for upcoming videos.